All right, so let me show you how to convert a template for a skateboard into an outline in Illustrator. So if you're interested in using any of these styles, there's a whole bunch of different styles that are here. If you're familiar with what these are, you can just click on one of these links. If you're not, you can actually go to design your own skateboard and kind of look to see which shape are you interested in using. So if you decide, oh, I like this cruiser shape, all right, so what you'll do is you'll go here, you'll find the cruiser shape, and then come over here and go ahead and choose the 300 DPI for the JPEG version, or 300 DPI of the PNG if it's not available in JPEG. What I'm going to do is I'm going to download this. Now, this contains a lot more information than you're going to need for what we're doing. This would be just so that you would know like where the actual wheels would end up going, what the bleed and edge is, but really you have this outside line you're designing to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just copy this image, and I'm going to come over and open up Illustrator. I'm going to create a new document. I'm not going to worry about the exact size right now because I'm going to convert this anyways because each one is a different size. So right now it's showing up as a business card size because the last one I did. So I'm just going to choose letter. It is not going to be big enough, but that's okay because this part will adjust. I'm going to paste it. Oh dear God, that is huge. Okay, awesome. All right, so I'm just going to move this up. So now what I want to do is I want to automatically convert this into an outline. So the way to do that is when you have the board selected, come over here to your quick actions and choose image trace. Within image trace, what we're going to do is we're going to choose 3 colors. And this may take a minute because the file size with 300 DPI is really big. So I'll give that a minute. What this is doing is it's going in and it's trying to find the actual outlines and convert them into a vector object because you downloaded a JPEG. So you remember that's a raster or bitmap object. It doesn't allow you to go in and make adjustments to the lines or to use this as a mask, but now it does. Now that that's been done, you'll notice the colors have kind of changed. Not a big deal. You're going to come back over here to quick actions, click on expand, click on ungroup, click on ungroup. And now we're going to go through and we're going to delete out things that we don't necessarily need. Now, one of the things you'll notice if you click on here and you hit delete, it got rid of that edge. If it gets rid of the actual, really the main thing we're looking to keep is this black line that's right here. We want to get rid of all of the rest of this stuff. So depending on which board you chose, it may have been broken up into several different pieces. Notice this is doing some weird chunky edge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep deleting until I only have this black line left. So be careful because it might still be grouped. I'm going to grab that black line and move it out of the way. And I'm going to delete all of the rest of that. Now what I want to do is I want to make an artboard that fits exactly the size of the board. The way you're going to do that is have the outline selected, so just the black edge selected, and go ahead and choose your artboard tool and just click somewhere on the line. What it does is Illustrator will automatically generate a artboard that goes to the furthest extremes of the document. So it'll go all the way out to the furthest right, left, top, and bottom. Then what we can do is I'm going to actually shrink that in just a little bit just to make it smaller. I held down the shift key because I want to be able to see the edges. And I can get rid of the original artboard that was there. And that is the size of your board. Now, when it did the tracing, you'll notice it's a little janky. And what I mean by that is when you look at the actual outline, you can see it's made up of a lot of different little anchor points. So the original resolution wasn't great on it. So what I want to do with something like this is we may, if you try to fill that in with a color, see how it's not actually applying it. So we're going to use the shape builder. I'm just going to make a rectangle. Let me go back to view so I can see the CPU. All right, so I've got the shape builder. It's covering over that line. As long as I've got a rectangle big enough to cover both, you can highlight them. And what we're going to do is we're just going to use the shape builder to get that middle part. Because what it did is it did a tracing of the outline, but it didn't really convert it the way I wanted. So I'm going to click there. And there's your board. So now you have the graphic, the space to be able to work with. If you need to rotate this, just grab the artboard tool. And you can rotate that up and get rid of that line. So just use that as your main template. Pardon me. And that will be how you'll trace it.